This is hard. This is hard.
To push you for an answer now.
Very necessary situations when we can't speak up for ourselves. We need to stand up for ourselves. We need at least semi-violence. But
he was the one I looked up to, you know, he was my big brother.
Done it, it's all printed. Do you want me to fold it or read it aloud to you? Or I've got some carrot cake actually, my mum gave me some. Do you want some while you read it?
Oh, wait, sorry.
God, you can say it if you want.
Then we'll just have to kick up the stink. You could request an assessment for occupational therapy.
I could, but there are more pressing cases.
Mine's a bit ironic. Loses.
Young people could go make a movie and the people financing it weren't all that organized.
Fashion blogging about 2 years ago. It was like a test. So I just started posting a few random things, like not really photos of myself or whatever.
Do you think this could be the start to putting Rihanna back up there, back at the top of the chart?
Just known that I would do music and I love it so much. It's kind of no plan B, so I've just kind of I've got to make it work.
Step back, cleanse the mind and repeat. Houdini escape routes, routines and routine is ticks and routines. Trying to reshape your mind, quick to new scenes and the thoughts don't stop coming.
Oh my gosh! How did you do that?
I'm not going to tell you. Magic.
Mr. Pickles or like Garfield.
Well, yes, but the thing is, they are not taught about enough.
Welcome to Scratch News, BCU's only news show. I'm Lisa Williams and today I'm joined by the lovely Danny Campion.
Oh, you're lovely too, Lisa. Now we have a bunch of exciting things coming up on today's show, and we have a new show being broadcast throughout the day. Yeah, we're back multiple times, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
So we have another discussion now. On the weekend before International Women's Day, Manchester Media Group, the official student media group of the University of Manchester, have organised a Women in Media conference.
They have brought in female industry professionals for a student-run conference to empower young journalists, writers, filmmakers, photographers and other media fanatics.
So we've got Polly Bartlett in the studio with us today. She is co-chair of the Women in Media conference. So how are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. I'm very excited to be in Birmingham today.
Yeah, because you've come all the way from Manchester this morning, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been a long day already.
I was going to say, I was complaining at having to wake up this morning that I didn't have to come from Manchester.
I've already had my lunch, so there we go.
Well, thank you very much for coming down. So can you tell us a little bit more about the Women in Media conference? So what made you want to organise the event?
And one of the girls came up to us and she said, I really want to be a journalist, but my dad said it's only for men. And so we were like, no, we were like, it's not just for men, anyone can do it.
You're so
and
wrong.
So we thought, you know, how better to celebrate women than with a conference in Manchester, in Media City, so yeah.
That's super important to recognise women in the media. Personally, like, when you think of like people who are famous in the media, I instantly think of like a bunch of men. But how important is it to recognise successful women in the media?
I think it's so important, not only to encourage people to go into the world of media. I mean, it's an amazing world, we all love it ourselves, but I think also just to highlight how hardworking they are and the stories of these amazing women. I mean, we've got Louise Court, who's head of publications at Hearst magazine, so that's like Cosmopolitan magazine, Men's Health magazine, all of our favourite magazines, so
yeah.
That's really exciting. Helen Pidd, who's Northern editor of The Guardian, Rebecca Meehan, so loads of amazing women, and we just want to kind of share their stories and celebrate what they've done to kind of get to where they are.
Kind of prove
today.
they are there.
Yeah, just prove,
Show
especially
that
to like
they've
the
done
young primary school students that we were working with, just show that there are some amazing women and that they can be just
Yeah.
like that. That's the plan.
So as we've said multiple times, we're going to be back throughout the day. So there's further Scratch News at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. We've also got Scratch Chat, which will be the next live broadcast that we film from the studio. And I think there's a music show this evening.
Yeah, Chrissy Hall is doing the Tonight Show, and I believe she is doing a lip sync battle. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the one I'm so excited to see that. She's going to be great.
Thank you.
It's been great. Thank you for watching.
All right.
Hi, I'm Chrissy Hall and I'm with director Brian Newsner, and we're just going to have a little chit chat about the industry and the future.
Hi, I'm Hannah and I'm joined by Andy Akinwolari, former Blue Peter presenter and current presenter of Inside Out West.
Work hard to try to get onto a production and work your way up. In that case, normally the system is you work for nothing at first.
And they're really good here in Birmingham with Inside Out. It's probably the best, I think, of all the Inside Outs in the country, and the production values are really, really good. And I worked hand in hand with Joel, the producer, and he's amazing. His attention to detail is just phenomenal. And basically, he challenged me to a different level. And you know, I realised that a lot of the skills I've gathered over the last few years, from kids TV to entertainment to now factual current affairs, really came to play in this doc. And
Movies now could make money. They could be financed by the video sales.
So I went from Blue Peter and then I did Fort Boyard, which is sort of a game show.
Well, thank you for sitting down with us, and you've given some great advice. I loved everything you said. So thank you.
Thank you.
Well, something I get asked all the time: hard work, have a thick skin, network, meet people, have an idea of where you want to go and what you want to create, because if you don't, they don't. So the more information you have to give them, the better and easier it becomes for you to move your way forward.
Brilliant, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers.
Coming up on the show,
Scratch Reviews team will be back and bringing you all the latest reviews.
plus Scratch Cooks is back and have been busy cooking.
BCUSU's Magic Society joins us on the sofa and shows us some of their tricks.
This and much more coming up on the show.
But anyway, 2 weeks ago, myself and Sandy went behind the scenes of Blow a Kiss, the dating show special, and here's a little clip of what we got up to.
Hey, it's your girl Sandy.
And it's me, Jay. We've been away from each other for a while now, but we're back finally, and we're going behind the scenes of Blow a Kiss today. So what can everyone expect?
Well, today we're going to be talking to presenters, contestants, contestants' friends, audience members and crew members to get all the gossip behind the scenes for you lot at home.
Come on into the gallery.
Let's go.
Who do we have here?
Hey guys,
Hello.
Benedict and Will.
Hello.
So we've got director here and
The graphics operator.
graphics operator.
Today I am feeling pretty confident. The set looks amazing thanks to our amazing set designers. Everyone's been working really hard and we're just making some last minute arrangements, sound checking our amazing artist Guy Jones.
Me and Jay are just about to head down into the actual studio, so we're going to go ambush some people like Jay really wants to
I can
do.
see some lovely ladies, some good looking fellas.
So yeah, so just follow us down. We're going to go there now.
So we're behind the scenes with Jack, who's one of the contestants on the show, and we've got his good friend Sandro. So Jack, what are you hoping is going to come out of the show today?
Love. Nah, not really.
Thank you very much.
Hello everybody and welcome to Blow a Kiss. Tonight, yes, there we go. Tonight we have a brilliant show lined up and we're going to match two very lucky couples together and send them on a date.
Like, we're all cleaning up the set and I'm just like missing it right now.
I think I need to not see Pink for a while. Since midday, it's just pink and hearty and roses and stuff like that.
Honestly, props to you because the set looks amazing.
Thank you.
It's sad that it's gone. Oh yeah.
There you go, Sandy.
Hello and welcome to Scratch Reviews. We are back for the first time this year and I've got a brand new panel with me. So they're going to look over some of the latest releases with us. You can get involved with the review by getting involved on social media. Joining me today, we've got Shira Ravindran, Kieran Redhead, Corel Cedric and Erin Grace. So the first thing we're looking at, guys, is the new Rihanna video featuring Drake. So come on, what do you think?
come on the show.
Scratch Reviews will bring you all the latest movie releases coming out soon.
Plus, find out what happened when Jay and I met Guy Jones.
All this and much more still to come on today's show.
Henchman.
I don't think I'm going to
How did that taste? Was that similar to the honey? Because we had to use the same kind of fork with it, so, well, knife.
The honey was like sweeter and thicker.
Okay, if you tilt your head back, we're just going to pour some of this into your mouth. Yeah.
Further?
Yeah, head back.
I can't believe I'm so sorry that
There you
she's
go.
Oh my god, what is that?
That's what we're asking you, Ben.
Is that ground coffee? Oh my god.
It's like having a puppet on the show.
Yeah, well, I'll start with one trick first.
Ooh, okay.
Jay, can you just choose a colour, red or black? Just choose one.
Who knows? But it's a big number. It's
Okay, don't say it.
almost showed him. Oh, showing that one.
Let me know when you guys are done.
Okay, we're done.
Drink from me when I was so thirsty. Put on a symphony. No, I just can't get it up. Put your wings on me when I was so heavy. Pour on a symphony. When I'm low.
It ain't no time to die. Even though we suffer, come together, we pray. Come together, all God's children.
My name's Chantal. I am human. I am not depression, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder.
I am human. I am not depression.
I am human, I am not Tourette's.
I Am Human is a collaboration between Beat Freaks and Scratch, celebrating mental health awareness. In this video, we will follow the stories of people that use their talents despite the struggles they encounter in everyday life.
I want to hide, but he much prefers a game of seek and sex. Apparently for him, introducing yourself to a lady is far too complex.
And if you wear a poppy, you can forget through remembrance.
114. Step back, cleanse the mind and repeat. Houdini, escape routes through ticks and routines. It's ticks and routines trying to reshape your mind. Quick to new scenes and the thoughts don't stop coming. And anxiety takes hold. But it's the same weakness that gives you the strength to break molds.
My name's Alex Jolly and I work at the Barber Institute of Fine Arts in the Learning and Access Department. Then it's become a place for a much wider community.
Hi, I'm Steve Ball. I'm Associate Director at the Birmingham Refugee Theatre.
Hi, I'm Lakvir Rellan. I'm the Head of Community Engagement at Birmingham and Solihull Mental Health Trust.
How important do you think these kind of festivals are in raising awareness for the stigma around mental health?
Hugely significant. The stigma against mental health is one of the last taboos, really, and not only against people with mental health issues, but also the services that are there to support people with mental health issues.
Chantal's great. She does her art and she expresses, you know, the things that she goes through her art, and it's just amazing because just because she's been labelled as having, you know, these issues, it didn't make her any different to anybody else.
I live with depression and it's sort of, you can't look at it as a day-to-day thing because some days I'll be completely fine, like I can be fine for a week and like, yeah, it won't affect me that much, but then sometimes either something will happen to trigger it or it's more of like a way of thinking in that you'll get into negative thoughts, and once you get into thinking negatively about it or blaming yourself for stuff, it's really hard to get out of it.
When I do tell people that I do have mental health problems or things that are mental health related, people are often quite shocked, like definitely quite shocked. I mean, like, oh, I never thought that you would be like that. I never thought that you might have these problems.
I've had Tourette's for over 10 years now. I'm 20 now.
To a day-to-day battle, it's quite hard because with people's reactions, you get either negative or positive. Tourette's can involve tics, which are motor and sounds, so that's movement and sound. So from head clicking to swearing, so yeah.
Mental health problems can be very hard, very confusing, especially when people say that they don't understand. Like, imagine you being the person that this is happening to. Sometimes, a lot of the time, I don't even understand myself.
I'm Karen Qureshi. I'm the manager of the Counselling and Mental Wellbeing Service here at Birmingham City University. We're seeing a lot more people coming through the system who have sometimes experienced quite fractured family experiences, sometimes may feel a bit rootless, and these problems then multiply once you put somebody away from their family or friends into accommodation in a strange city.
For more information on I Am Human and mental health awareness, please visit scratch.media.
It's another Wednesday.
It's another Hey You. It's another Totty TV.
But because it's eating me up and I don't know who to tell.
I've been thinking of you, hoping you're thinking of me. But I'm alone in my thoughts and so much in the dark.
Look, you're in my house. What's your name?
What's It's All Quavers?
We were almost there, but my feet won't touch the ground. What once burned is no longer bound.
Look, I don't know why you're here. I don't know who you are, and I have no idea why I am being subjected to this, but you have got to tell me what's going on here, please. I don't understand.
University Challenge. Asking the questions,
Hello,
James
welcome.
Riches.
Today, two Birmingham City societies are going to be competing against each other today for the chance to be the winner of Scratch TV's special edition of University Challenge. Let's meet the teams. The first team today is the Gig Society, so let's meet them.
My name's Sam Taylor. I'm an architectural technologist. I'm in my second year and I'm from Derby.
And this is their captain.
My name's Joe Smith. I'm studying music business. I'm in my last year and I'm from Luton.
And I am Pascalis Nicolau. I study film technology and visual effects, and that's my third year of uni, and I'm from Solihull.
Going up against them today is the Extreme Sports team, so over to them.
I'm Lewis Aldrett. I'm studying popular music and I'm in my third year from Burnswood.
And their team captain.
I'm Jack Harrison, studying film technology and visual effects. I'm my third year, originally from Derby.
I'm Thomas Cousins, studying computer networks, and I'm third year, originally from Kent.
Will be 5 categories. The first one is sport. So keep your fingers ready on the buzzer. Here is your first starter question. So, which sport is played on the largest pitch?
Extreme sports.
Golf.
Incorrect. Over to Gig Society. So that brings us to the end of our sports round. The next round is the geek round. So I hope you've all brushed up on your nerd comics and the like. So on to our first starter question of the Geek Round. To all teams, ready on your buzzers. Apart from X-Men, Joss Whedon also wrote a series of comics for which youthful Marvel superhero team?
Extreme Sports.
Is it Avenger Team?
What was the original name of Optimus Prime in Generation 1 Transformers?
Geek Society.
Megatron.
Incorrect, over to Extreme Sports. So, first question. What is the hashtag being used to highlight the boycott of this year's Oscar Awards ceremony? That's which hashtag is being used. What brand does the name Mac stand for?
Extreme Sports.
Macintosh.
No, that's a computer.
That's a computer.
That's a computer.
But actually, it's a
Oh, you're on
computer.
about the beauty thing. Oh, it was kind of different. I was on geeky.
So, Extreme Sports got 15 points today.
Happy with that.
Yeah. Solid 15.
And Geek Society got 95 points. So I think it's pretty obvious who the winners are. So,
We did say it was who got the least one earlier.
so thank you for joining us, both of you, on this very special edition of University Challenge from Birmingham City University. Thank you again. Well done to the Geek Society for winning, and goodbye.
Good afternoon and welcome to Countdown with me, Becky Chivers.
I think getting out of your usual environment helps. So if you study in one place and it's not very productive, go to a coffee shop. Just to put your headphones in and zone out, that works for me.
Okay, I agree with that as well. It's nice to get out of your room and go somewhere else to...
Out of your routine.
Yeah. So today the competition is tough and we are joined by two skilled Birmingham City University students who both believe they could win the contest. So let's meet our first contestant. Our first contestant is William Marler, a visual communication student in his third year, not first year, sorry about that, from Derby. Now William ran the London Marathon last year for the CF Trust and raised over £3,000. Welcome, William. Are we calling you William or Will?
Will's fine.
Will, all right. William's competitor today is Jack Hogan from Nottingham, who studies media. Jack is not related to Hulk Hogan, unfortunately, but he did try and trick me one time with that, and I fell for it. So we're going to go with that. We are also joined by the lovely Lucinda Putney and Declan Culleney. Did I say that right? I should have checked before. I'm so sorry. Would you like to correct me?
Pountney.
Pountney.
And Killiney.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So, what do you think of the competition today, guys?
It's tough. We've had a few practice rounds on it and it is tough.
It is.
Anyway, let's get on with the show. William is going to start the competition today with a letters game. So, would you like to pick your letters?
Can I have a consonant, please?
S.
And another?
Z.
And a third?
T.
And a vowel, please?
A.
And another?
O.
And a third?
E.
And a consonant, please?
G.
And another?
R.
And a final consonant, please?
And the final letter is W.
And it's time for the countdown clock. Pens down. So, William, how many letters?
6.
And Jack?
5.
Okay, so Jack, your word is?
Goats.
Dictionary corner?
Yes, you could have had goats.
And William?
Great.
It's time for the numbers round. Are you guys ready for that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so Jack, it is your turn to pick the numbers.
Could I have 1 big, please, and 5 small?
You may. So your big number is 100 and your 5 small are 2, 8, 4, 10 and 6. And your number to get is 293.
And time for the countdown clock. Down. Jack, how did you do?
I got 288.
Okay, and Will?
292.
Ooh. So we'll go with 292. How did you get that?
I did 6 divided by 2 is 3, times 100, and then take the 8.
Yep. Do we agree?
You could have got to 293.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain how?
Okay, so 6 times 100 is 600. 600 minus the 10 is 590. 590 divided by 2 is 295. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and then 295 minus the 2 is 293.
Brilliant. So it is now time for the final conundrum of the day. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
So here is the conundrum. It is Scott Chip. And here is the countdown clock. Okay, so the time is up. That means neither of you got it. And the word was psychotic.
Oh.
Yes. Okay, so unfortunately no one got the points for that conundrum this game. So the final scores for this competition is, the scores are Will with 46. So that does mean that you are the winner of the game today. So congratulations, Will. Thank you for watching at home. It's been a very, very close game. I hope you've enjoyed it just as much as we have. Well done to both contestants, and a big thank you to Decca Lucinda from Dictionary Corner and our lovely Molly.
So we're in here in one of the studios in Parkside, where we're having a 12-hour live broadcast today.
We have the production upstairs.
Scratch Chat, live episode in the morning, 10:30.
It's always live.
11.
It's the special.
Okay, well,
hour-long
extra live today.
And basically what Scratch Chat is a monthly chat show where we interview lots of different people, play lots of different games and generally have some fun for viewers to watch.
6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1, ASM 1, Scratch Chat is on.
We're on.
We're just preparing for the 1 PM news after we had our earlier 9 AM news, so this is our second of 3 broadcasts.
Your mic's now not on.
So hopefully this will be quite interesting. Big discussion, got some lovely sound people here, just oh, we've got a new mic.
I'm going to test that.
Welcome to Scratch News, ECU's only show.
Camera 1, can you now get a shot of Danny and Lisa, please?
I
Okay,
I think it went well. We got it on time. It was good fun.
You did a good job, Jack.
This guy's a legend. These guys are amazing when you're shouting down their ear.
All eating now. I'm so excited to eat some chicken nuggets. Chicken nuggets!
We're setting up to make a student union debate, really, because student union elections are coming up.
A question time for the SU elections. So each candidate that's applied gets to come and pitch their manifesto, I guess, why they should be elected.
Then we're going to move all these cameras back to design a set.
It'll just be a case of kind of offering up dynamic shots and just, I don't know, kind of going as directed as we do it.
Hello and welcome to Question Time with me, Jack Hogan.
And me, Oyen Fawowe. We hope you've enjoyed the 12-hour live stream so far.
In the final countdown, we have a studio audience to help us question the candidates in this student union elections.
I'll be asking all of you people watching here and at home your opinions on the show. You can follow the discussion on social media at BCUSU and hashtag BCUSUvotes.
We've had a look at all of the manifestos your candidates have prepared, and this is one of their final opportunities to speak to you before voting opens on Monday.
The show will be quite simple. Part-time officers and full-time officers will each have 30 seconds to explain why you, the students at the universities, should vote for them.
We will ask the audience at home, here in the studio, and our own special questions to the candidates. We begin with the full-time officer position at Student Voice. Excellent. Now we move on to our next debate, which is the Vice President for Engagement role. We are going to be discovering more about the candidates who are running for VP Experience. Next people that we are going to hear from are the Vice Presidents for Development. As the front of the Student Union and somebody who sits on the Board of Trustees, the President deals with all higher education's issues.
Failed bus trial cost the SU $50,000. Would this not be money better spent elsewhere, considering the service wasn't used? Do you have a response to that?
Voting opens on small campuses this Friday and all other campuses on Monday, so get voting because your vote counts.
You can catch us again bringing you the results live from the Old Crown on Thursday from 8 p.m.
From both of us,
good night.
Goodbye.
Bye. Sorry, y'all.
So if you guys didn't know, there's going to be an EU referendum on the 23rd of June this year.
23rd of June?
Yes.
Okay.
Mark it in your diary.
Digital.
Yeah?
Doing it, I've got that
There we
embedded
go.
in my brain now, it's all good.
And this referendum is going to basically decide whether Britain stays in the EU or not. Do you know much about sort of referendums or EU
I
sort of stuff?
remember the Scottish referendum.
For independence? yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that, and all the young people got really, really into that. So
Mhm.
that's all I know.
Okay. What about you, Danny?
I know a bit. I've been trying to keep up and get a bit more knowledgeable because so many people mention it, and it's kind of like actually it's such a big thing. I feel I should, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much.
It is. I mean, my mum's already been pestering me, being like, "You need to take notice of this because it's going to be big for our generation as young people, especially as graduates as well."
Thank you for everyone who's sort of been involved in the show. It's been really fun. The 12 hours. How have you found it?
I've loved every minute. We've got 3 updates in a day.
I know.
It's been great.
I'm
Obviously,
super
we've missed
excited.
Travis though.
Yeah.
You've been a great stand-in.
No, thank you. No, thank you
But-
for having me on to talk really interesting politics stuff.
But yeah,
so.
It's good.
We do a news show. If you want to get more news, we do a news show every Tuesday from 4 till 5, live on Scratch Radio, and release it as a podcast. So if you can't get enough of this, head to Mixcloud and just type in Scratch News.
Good
evening. You're watching a special edition of Scratch Reviews. Today, because it was the Oscars a couple of days ago, we're going to be having a chat about everything to do with the Oscars, since we stayed up the other day till about 5:30 in the morning watching them. I'm joined by my co-hosts, William Marler and George Gold. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
So I'm William Marler, I'm studying film and animation, and I'm going to be talking about animation and visual effects.
I'm George Gold, I am a media and communications student, and I'm a fully qualified film and music nerd.
So, expert
Fully qualified.
then?
Expert.
Fully qualified. Where did you get your qualification from?
I want to see
School
your
of
diploma.
Life, my friend.
I want to see your diploma. I want these credentials.
I don't like the way this, I feel like I'm being attacked already.
It's sort of turned into an interrogation.
It's going to be
We're only
war.
about 20 seconds in. Now, there can often be common features we see in films nominated for Oscars. So, what do you guys think about that? What are some common features that make up an Oscar-nominated film?
Well, we talk about the term Oscar bait, so like reaching for Oscars, etc. But especially this year, you see that all of the Best Picture nominations, apart from Mad Max, are based on either novels or other things.
But let's go through who actually won. So I have a very long list here of all of the awards that happened. Yeah. So we'll go through each one and talk about them. So Best Original Screenplay, Spotlight. I'm Matt Barnard, and you've been watching Scratch Reviews. Up next is The Last Show in 12 Hours, The Tonight Show with Chrissy Hall. So enjoy and good night. Thanks for joining me.
Hello and welcome to The Tonight Show with me, Chrissy Hall, a totally original idea that we didn't steal from anybody else. I'm Chrissy Hall. You may recognise me from the radio or not, because it's radio. Tonight we've got some great bands coming up for you, all Birmingham based and all absolutely brilliant. I'm so excited. They're all of this can be seen live on Scratch TV. It's also live on Scratch Radio, which is on DAB and digital radio. We're going to begin today with James Richards. I'm super excited, and then we're going to have a conversation with him a little bit after that, so stay tuned. Next up, we have Luke Rainford performing over there. Check it out. To Erin Grace from the Cosmics, one of my favourite bands.
It's always better to get an outside opinion, definitely at multiple parts in the creative process.
The guy who plays sad songs on guitar.
Instagram and Sky Ferreira are like fashion influences, like majorly.
We're back. Thank you very much to Erin Grace from the Cosmics for sitting down and having a chat with us. Check the band out on Facebook and all the relevant social media. Next up, we have Sugar Thieves. Take it away. Some great bands coming up for you, all Birmingham based and all absolutely brilliant.
Don't feel like feelings because it's new to me. And I'm running round in this big mess, I'm trying to walk too much to shine your praise. Oh, yeah. And I'm feeling you. And I'm feeling you.
Oh, let's turn on the 12-hour broadcast.
No. Oh, I'm back. I decided I want to come over here. It's fucking awesome. So just before we leave, where can we find all your stuff on the interwebs?
We've got our SoundCloud, Facebook, Twitter. If you search Cinema the Band, you'll find us. If you search Cinema, we'll be buried pretty deep. So yeah, Cinema the Band, and you'll find SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, and everything.
And iTunes as well.
iTunes.
Oh, yeah, iTunes.
Yeah.
You can buy stuff. No
Buy
one does,
stuff.
but you can.
Do it. Buy all the things. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who took part in the show. Big round of applause for everyone. So I need to do something. Awesome. Good stuff. And thank you so much so wicked to hang out with you guys. So wicked to hang out with everybody. These are my favorite. These guys are my favorite guys. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. All the highlights coming up your way, everywhere and everywhere on the social media stuff. Cool. We out. Awesome. One more? No, we got more time to do some more talking because I'm good at that. Hey guys, come on in. Come on, everybody. Everybody. Yeah, why not? Everybody get in. Come on over. Thank you to all the bands, all the musicians, all the teams, all the crew. Thank to myself for being here. Sound people, great job. Mixing people, even better. Everything went awesome. Thank you all for being here. If you guys want to say anything, because I'm running out of words.
Thank you.
Woo! Yay!